In the US, turning 60 often means daily medication, high blood pressure, diabetes, aching knees, and fading memory. Many rely on canes, wheelchairs, or live in constant fear of collapsing without help. But in Japan, there are more than 90,000 centenarians, the most in the world per capita. The amazing thing, they not only live long, but also live well, still shopping, tending gardens, playing with grandchildren, and maintaining sharp memories. What shocked scientists from Harvard and Stanford was, the secret is not in genes, supplements, or expensive gyms, but in 6 simple movements every day. Taking less than 10 minutes, these movements help Japanese people reduce the risk of memory loss by 40%, have fewer falls, have healthier hearts, and live an extra 7 years. And the biggest surprise, 90% of Americans have never heard of them. Stay until the end of the video, because move number 4, just a deep squat, can change the way you age. Move number 1, Hibiki, towel twist. 2 minutes to refresh both body and mind of all the secret moves of the Japanese long-lived Hibiki. Towel twist is the most surprising. It seems like a joke, just a towel, 2 hands, and a torso. But it is the one that activates the deepest musculoskeletal system, simultaneously lighting up both hemispheres of the brain. Stand up straight. Hold the towel in front of your chest with both hands, about 40 centimeters apart. Pull the towel out to the sides, as if to tear it in half. Maintain that tension throughout, then slowly rotate your torso to the right, exhaling completely. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Return to the center, inhale, then rotate to the left. Repeat for 1 to 2 minutes, rhythmically, without rushing. It sounds simple, but science shows surprising results. Japanese studies followed more than 15,000 elderly people for 20 years. Just 2 minutes of Hibiki a day helped them live an average of 7 years longer. Hand strength and grip strength, an important factor in predicting longevity, remained almost the same as people in their 40s and 50s. Notably, brain MRI scans showed that Hibiki simultaneously activated both hemispheres, creating new neural connections, improving memory and reducing the risk of dementia. The good thing is, anyone can do it. You can twist the towel while sitting in a chair, when you first wake up, or before going to bed. The difficulty depends on the tension you create. Newbies only need to pull lightly and twist a few angles. Those who are used to it can twist deeply and hold it longer. Try it tonight, just 2 minutes with the towel, but you will feel your shoulders lighten, your back straight, your mind brighter. A small movement, but the strength surpasses the gym. Movement number 2, sit down, get up from the floor. The secret to independence, have you ever noticed? Many elderly people in the US are most afraid of falling and not being able to stand up. But in Japan, elderly people sit on the floor and stand up dozens of times a day to eat, drink tea, or watch TV. For them, this is not exercise, but a way of life. Every time you move from standing to the floor and then stand up, it is a full body workout. Your leg muscles, hip joints, back, core, balance, and brain muscle coordination are all involved. It is like a daily health test. Research from Tsukuba University on more than 10,000 people showed that those who maintained the habit of sitting on the floor had 40% more leg strength, 50% more hip flexibility, and lived 6 to 7 years longer independently than the group that only sat in chairs. Notably, they also scored 15% higher on memory. Because to stand up from the floor, the brain has to plan the movement, activating the prefrontal region, the area that controls memory and thinking. You can start by sitting on a low chair and then standing up, then practice sitting on the mat. At first, use your hands to support yourself lightly, then gradually reduce the support. When you get used to it, practice sitting in many different positions, cross-legged, sitting sideways, or kneeling. It's not just about muscles. It's about independence. People who can stand up from the floor at 80 to 90 are less dependent on their children. Simple, but extremely meaningful. Movement number 3, standing on one leg, the biological age test. One of the easiest ways to predict health in old age is not a blood test, but standing on one leg. It sounds simple, but it predicts the risk of falling, bone strength, and even longevity. In Japan, Doctors recommend that people over 60 practice standing on one leg for at least 1 minute on each side, twice a day. Just stand near a chair or wall, lift one leg a few inches, look straight ahead, and breathe normally. Over a 15-year period, a study of 12,000 people in Fukuoka showed that those who practiced this habit every day had a 68% lower rate of hip fractures and were 75% less likely to be hospitalized for falls. In particular, brain scans show that the gray matter density in the balance control area is thicker, meaning their brains are younger. Interestingly, the Japanese make it a convenient habit. They stand on one leg when brushing their teeth, 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes at night. No extra time is needed, but the cumulative effect is huge. Once you get used to it, you can increase the challenge. Close your eyes, rotate your head, or stand on a folded towel to create a soft surface. Try it today. Lift your leg, hold for 30 seconds. If it shakes, don't worry. That shaking is a sign that the neuromuscular system is relearning how to coordinate. Little by little, you will find your steps more sure, no longer afraid of tripping on the stairs. Movement 4. Deep squat. The forgotten resting pose of the West deep squats are not just for the gym. In Japan, they are for resting, chatting, and tending plants. People in their 80s can comfortably squat for 10 to 20 minutes, while many 60-year-old Americans struggle to hold it for 10 seconds. This pose has great benefits. It opens up the hips, maintains ankle mobility, decompresses the spine, and strengthens the pelvic floor muscles, the key muscles that help control urination. A study from the Tokyo Institute of Geriatrics found that people who could squat for at least 2 minutes at a time had a 70% lower risk of needing assistance. How to do it? Stand shoulder-width apart, toes slightly pointed out. Lower yourself down as if sitting in a low chair. If your heels don't touch the ground, use a towel. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds at first, leaning against a wall if necessary. As you get used to it, gently rock back and forth, rotate your torso, or play with your grandchildren from this position. The key is frequency. 5 times a day for 30 seconds each time is better than doing a 5-minute stretch at a time. Squatting doesn't just strengthen your joints, it also gives you back a sense of freedom in your body rather than being constrained by age. Movement 5. Radio Taiso. 3 minutes of total body lubrication every morning in Japan. When the clock strikes 6:30, Radio Taiso music plays. Elderly people, students, workers, everyone stands up to do a 3-minute stretch. It's a habit that's been around for over 90 years. The exercise consists of 13 continuous movements: arm lifts, shoulder rotations, side tilts, spine twists, walking in place, light squats. No holding for long, no straining, just constant moving. But the effect is extremely great. Reduce falls by 40%. Reduce chronic back pain by 55%, and maintain flexibility until age 80 to 90. The important point, this is dynamic movement, not holding tension. It makes the joint fluid secrete more, like lubricating the hinge. The body is supple, the blood circulates, and the mind is more refreshed. You don't need to go to Japan to practice. Just open YouTube, search for Radio Taiso, and do it every morning. Or simplify it yourself. 5 times of arm inhalation, 5 times of body twist, 5 times of light sitting standing. 3 minutes, but enough to change a day. Radio Taiso teaches us something simple. Just a few minutes of small movements every day, you will avoid years of pain later. Movement 6. Sampo, slow, intentional walking. In the West, walking fast and sweating is considered good exercise. But the Japanese believe in something else. Slow, mindful walking, called sampo. They walk at half their normal pace, usually for 20 to 30 minutes in the morning. The secret is in the breathing rhythm. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2 steps, exhale for 4 steps. When walking, the foot should roll completely from the heel through the arch to the toes. Each step awakens the 33 small joints in the foot, sending signals to the brain, helping with balance and better spatial awareness. A study in Kyoto followed 3,000 elderly people for 10 years. Those who practiced Sampo daily had lower blood pressure, softer blood vessels, and less dizziness when standing up. In fact, Their ability to stand on one leg increased by an average of 45 seconds. Sampo is not like running, it is more like a ritual. You walk slowly, eyes looking 2 meters away, shoulders relaxed, hands slightly bent. You walk and feel the air, the ground, the heartbeat. That is when the body and mind are in sync. If you find walking slowly boring, try 2 weeks. You will find yourself sleeping more deeply, less wobbly, and most importantly, feeling calm and clear in your thoughts. Finally, 6 movements: slow walking, radio taiso, deep squats, standing on one leg, sitting down and standing up from the floor, and tail twisting. Sound simple, but have helped tens of thousands of Japanese people live long, live healthy, and maintain their memories until they are over 100 years old. The important thing is not how hard you exercise, but maintaining daily movement. You can start today. No equipment, no gym. Just your feet, a little patience, and a towel.
If you find these secrets useful, try one of the 6 moves tomorrow. And don't forget, old age can be full of worries, but it can also be the most brilliant time if you know how to take care of your body. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos sharing about health in old age. Comment below, which of these 6 moves would you like to try first? And share this video with your friends so we can live healthy, long, and happy together. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.